Hey guys, it's Lisa. Welcome to Banning, Panning and Beyond and installment 2 of my new haul series. I've done the some of the Australian retailers. I have got some stuff here from other Australian retailers, but they're not Australian indie brands or small companies. So I've got them done now. I'm just gonna start pulling palettes out and showing you what I've got. So bear in mind, some of these things have been sitting here for quite a while and I just haven't had a chance to film. So they haven't all come in at once. And to be honest, I've only got a few more things to come in. I've lost interest in ordering. I'm just so over the waiting time from ordering to receiving products in this current climate. It's very stressful when you don't get sort of any sort movement on the shipping, wondering whether or not the things have gotten lost. So, and I think I've got more than enough here to tie me over for a long time. I really back at that point now where I just want to focus on what I've got. My collection is huge already, and I really do not need to be adding any more. So it's going to take something pretty special for me to be buying anymore. So any of my friends out there that message me and alert me to new releases, don't, okay? Because I can't help myself. I really just don't need the additional temptations. So now this was influenced by Caitlin from CP Fashions. I always forget her channel name. I'll put a link up in the description, not the description box, at the top of my screen. I'll put a link there. But yeah, so I watched her use this in one of her videos. It's by Oden's Eye, and it's the Fraser Diva Palette. And to be honest, I thought it was more orange toned. So I don't know whether that's Caitlin's lighting or whatever. And I actually thought like it had been discontinued. She picked hers up on a sale, so I didn't care. I really liked it, and I still really like it. It's just not what I thought it was going to be. Yeah, anyway, so I was really happy that it was still on there. So these are the colours on the inside. So you still have got your orange there, but some more neutrals and pinks and, you know, maroons and whatever. So definitely a really pretty palette. So I'm happy that I got that. And because of the shipping, I always chuck in more than one thing. So I ended up getting this one. It's a saga of I think it's Fraser? I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, so this is Cat's Breath palette. So that is the packaging, and like their packaging's just adorable, and their formula is really nice. So I decided to get this one as well, but it was much more sort of cost effective per gram of product to get the other one than what it was to get this one. This was very similar in price, but a lot less product in it. So that is that one there. So yeah, a little bit different for me. Obviously, you know, these sort of shades sort of my jam, but I'm happy to be working with those. They're not blue. I put it that way. Like that one, probably, yes, you could call that blue. That's got some blue in it, but that's getting more into the green. Yeah, so not your standard blue, I should say. So yeah, I think that will be a fun palette as well. So that is from Oden's Eye. Oh, I've got something sitting here which I should just get this over and done with. This is my first ever purchase from Dior, and I mentioned in my last video Michaela. So this is another purchase that was influenced by her. I couldn't get it on Sephora because unavailable, so I ended up trying to look elsewhere, department stores, that sort of thing. And yeah, so I ended up getting it directly from Dior, and I got free shipping. So, you know, whereas if I'd gotten it from Sephora, I think I may have still had to pay shipping, and it wasn't available anyway. So, but I mean, just look at the packaging. It's just lovely. And this was also, see the envelope. and inside the envelope, like, it's just so bougie. Like, you got your invoice, and this was just a deal that they had going. If I could get a free lipstick on my next purchase or something rather, which I probably will not be doing, and it expires within a certain amount of days anyway. So I don't know what this is in here. What have we got in here? Oh, must be some samples. It is Miss Dior Rose and Roses. So there's a perfume sample in there and a super potent serum sample. So but look at the bag that they send it in. So yeah, definitely a luxury brand. Oh, just seeing I've got a little butterfly in front of me on the window. So this is what I bought. Sorry about the reflection, but it's a Dior Backstage Rosy Glow blush, and I ended up getting it in the shade Coral. Now, apparently, originally, Michaela first heard about this from Kyma Cosmetics, like Kylie Jenner, and she was going on about it, so Michaela gave it a go, and yeah, and she said how lovely it was. So I do have a highlighter palette, I believe, from Dior, which I got from Sephora, but that's the shade there. So definitely more me than like a really bright pink. So let's just see how it swatches. I think it's not going to be super pigmented. So yeah, that is going to be really, really nice for someone like me that doesn't have a dark skin tone. So I'm super excited. It was expensive, definitely a splurge purchase. So just going to pop all that back in the bag so we can move along. All right, next. Okay, so I have some Jeffree Star products here. One I got from an Australian retailer. I know he's very controversial. I do like his products, regardless of what I think of him, but yeah, I don't really buy much from him, but these were things that have been on my wish list for quite a while. I have to say, I think the packaging is very like excessive, even more so than the stuff I showed in my last haul video from P. Louise. So that is for a highlighter. Like, it's ridiculous, and I'm not going to keep it in the packaging. It's just going to get thrown in the bin. So it just seems like a complete and utter waste. So like, I know not everybody likes these highlighters because they're a bit too glittery for them. But I think they're really, really pretty, and I don't know, we'll see. It'll probably be a while before I buy anything from him again. So this is the Extreme Frost highlighter. It's called, this shade is Choking on Ice. So definitely, I just think it's really pretty, and these work beautifully as inner corner highlights as well. So let's just give it a bit of a swatch. So you can see it's, oh, look at that. Like, look at the reflection on it. So yeah, that's going to be quite stunning. And then this one is in the shade Lick My Glit with a G. So we'll give this one a bit of a swatcheroo. So here's your other one, and that's that one. So you've got more of a purple and more of a pink. So that's those two, and I just don't know where I'm going to put all this stuff. Don't mind me. Get rid of that. And now here's Pink Religion release that came out recently. I had absolutely no interest in the palette, and I was talking to Nona, and I said to her, if he releases one in orange, I wouldn't hesitate to get it. Everybody knows I love orange eyeshadow. So yeah, I had no interest in the pink palette at all, but I really did like the look of the highlighter palette. So I ended up picking it up. Now, I think I already chucked out the outer packaging, like they had a sleeve on it. I don't keep those things. So this is what it looks like on the inside. And yeah, and that's the shades there. So I just think they're super gorgeous. Let's give them a swatch. So that's those there. Let's just swatch them. So look how pretty they are. So I'm really, really happy with it. I'm hoping no one's going to give me any hate. Just please, just don't go there. If you don't like him, that's your choice. But you know, I've bought them. I'm showing them to you. And that's the end of the story. So okay, so now this one is not something I purchased, it's something I won. And I think it's Kadan is how it's pronounced. So it's from Adept Cosmetics, and said like it was a giveaway on Instagram. I never thought in a million years I was going to actually win it, and they gave, I think it was 3 winners all up, and it was because they classify that as a damaged palette. So I've heard really good things about their formula, and I've always wanted to try it, but the shipping from Adept Cosmetics is extremely high. So I unfortunately, like the palettes, the empty magnetic palettes that I've gotten from them, I've bought through Amazon. You cannot get their makeup through Amazon. So I was so super stoked to win this, just so that I can try the formula out. If I really love it, then at some point I may just bite the bullet and suck it up and pay the shipping. But when I do, it'll be a decent sized order to make it worthwhile. There is no point me ordering a couple of singles, paying a huge amount of shipping to get to me, and then going and buying a few more, so, and paying that shipping all over again. So yeah, I will hopefully get to play with that soon. And for some reason I got 2 color savers in that one. So, and where are we? All right, I'm going to keep going. I've got a few minutes left. I'm going to try and keep all of these videos under the 15-minute mark. So, oh, I kept this to show you. I can't remember where this came from, but whenever you get deliveries from China, they are so well packaged. They come in the sort of, it's not bubble wrap. It's like this, but plastic. And I was always thinking, wouldn't it be good if they weren't plastic, if they were made from a recyclable material? Lo and behold, I got a delivery in one. They're called Airways. So it's a brown paper bag, and they're basically, and it's full of air. So I just wanted to show you. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so what else do we have here? I think I'm just going to do this one, and then I'm going to stop the video and start recording a new one. So again, another Michaela influenced purchase. It was Kyma Cosmetics, and I know that Andrea from Beauty with Andy, sorry, I call her Andrea and Andy, she has already tried this brand. It's a UK brand, and I saw it on Michaela's, like maybe many people did, on her TikTok, and it's just been like, the brand has just blown up. And yeah, I really wanted to give some of her products a go, but I'm not really into flakes, loose glitters, that sort of thing, like loose pigments. I much prefer pressed products. And anyway, I ended up, like, their customer service is fabulous, and I know that the owner, she's recently put on Instagram, she's been copping a lot of hate, and so she has like hired somebody else to look after her social media while she focuses on just her products and packing, catching up, and that sort of thing. And she's taking a break from social media, and it just really upsets me when I hear things like that, because you cannot expect indie brands to be the same as what you do the mainstream. They don't have the funds and the resources and everything, the manpower, and there's going to be a wait like for the products, because most of them are hand pressed. And you know, anyway, moving on from that, I decided to place an order, and I know that Andrea said that she had a bit of an issue with her loose products, because that she just couldn't get them to work, and like very well. And yeah, I think basically it comes down to the fact that you have to have a mixing potion or liquid to get them to work. So I thought, I'm not going to buy too many just in case I don't get them to work either. But the highlighter was the thing that really stood out for me, and I know that Michaela was challenged to use it as an inner corner highlight, and this is the only one that was left. I hummed and hawed about it, and then they just sold out like hotcakes. So she ended up finding 2, I think, and put them up on the site, and that's the one I got. So it is what's the name of it? It's number 4. And where is it? It's not on this particular one. I can't remember the name of it because it does actually have a name. So I'll find it and I'll pop it up on the screen. But anyway, that is it. So I'm going to it feels a bit like a putty. So I'm like a cream product. So here we go. So that is, I actually am really happy with that color because I wasn't too sure. It's varied from photo to photo to how it looked. So I think that is going to be that's going to work okay on me as an actual highlighter, as well as I'll be able to use it as an inner corner highlight. So I'm actually really pleased with that. So I ended up, it doesn't matter, I already have other mixing mediums, but I decided to stick with theirs to use with their products. So I picked that up, and I also got their glitter glue. Now tell me that doesn't look like the NYX glitter glue packaging. So yeah, very interesting. The tip of mine actually broke off from my NYX one, so I ended up squeezing it like out into these little tubs. So it'd be interesting once I open it, but I'm going to be very careful with how I open it and close it to make sure that doesn't actually break off. And so the actual exciting products that I got, so I ended up getting some of her pressed ones. These are new products, and what are they called? So just pressed eyeshadow. We have I don't really see, that's one problem, that they're not labeled, so I'm going to have to label them. One's called Aurora, one's Starlight, and one's Rouge. So I'm assuming that is Rouge. Now they just look stunning, but I'm going to, from what I've seen, they're more like a topper. So let's see whether or not, if you used setting spray, or you use, again, well, they feel super smooth, setting spray and go over glitter glue. So we'll see whether or not they perform differently. Where am I going to pop it? Oh, that didn't swatch real well. It's really nice on my finger, but I think, yeah, definitely you need something to, so yeah, you can see it's there. It kind of reminds me more like Kyma Cosmetics, some of those multi-chromes that you would use as a really nice inner corner highlight. But I think because I'm just swatching that dry onto my hand, that I'm not getting the best out of it. So I'm going to have to work with that one. And I think they just, the problem is the swatches on the website make them look like they're really intense, and that's because of the lighting that they use. So that's, there we go, that's that one. So you can see the difference there from with the natural light as you move around. So unfortunately the Rouge one didn't swatch quite as well as that one. So I'm thinking that was Aurora maybe, and this one is Starlight. So that's that one there. So let's have a look and see how that one swatches. Oh, and that's got like a gold to it, but not a yellow gold. So that's the first one, which is more orange, and that's more yellow. So they definitely swatch a lot better, and you can see the pink one up there. So maybe I just need to get that top layer off. But what else have we got? So I should have stopped when I did, because I've gone over the time that I wanted to do. So these ones, this is called Rainbow Rose, and yeah, they're on a different, I must have another one there. Anyway, these are the loose products. So I'm going to try and demonstrate these in an upcoming video, just because I want to get them working with that mixing medium. That looks more like a flake, whereas this just looks like a loose pigment. It's called Pumpkin Spice, and funnily enough, I'm pretty sure that bow is the same as what is on the Violet Voss packaging. And now we have Portulaca. I don't know, but this is a multi-chrome. It looks more like a flake, and this is another, looks like another loose pigment, and it's called Euphoria. So that's that one there. So I'm going to leave that at there, guys, because I'm almost about to hit 20 minutes for this video, and yes, and I'll be back with more very soon. how dare I have to insert this at the end of the video I just did, because when I got my U Beauty palette, I'd actually had an order sitting there waiting for that one for me to add to it when it got, the next pre-order got done. And I've got 2 more shadows. So that one is Gleam, it's a pressed pigment, and this one is called Luster. So I'm not going to bother trying to dig them out because I just wanted to insert this quickly at the end of it, but you can see the shift as I turn them on there. So I will definitely be using these at some point very soon as well. So okay, that's it, bye.